Hello again, everyone. This afternoon, I will be talking about the past 10 years of Malaysian science journals. And actually, I obtained all the data from Professor Zuraidah binti Abdul Manaf because she was the former head of the Malaysian Citation Center and she has all the data. So if there's something wrong with the data, please don't blame me. Okay, all of us are very interested in indexes, right? Because we want our journal to be discovered, we want it to be visible, so journals need to be indexed. And for us, academics, the important thing is the citation index. And in Malaysia, all the data is managed by the Malaysian Science Citation Center, and we have a procedure called My Journal. Maybe I should go to the next instead of this. This is an old one. My Journal is the platform, Malaysian journal hosting platform, to where we can deposit all the whatever information about journals or publication in these digital depositories. And it is pioneered by Professor Abriza, who is here today. So if any questions about this, please, we can ask her to answer. So when we have all these journals together, Professor Abriza also developed my site, where we provide citation and bibliographic reports for selected Malaysian scholarly journals. So what we are interested in is, we are very interested in, after getting my site, so my journal, my site has its criteria. You must have certain criteria to be able to be selected into this my site. After that, we will then go to the ASEAN Citation Index, right? And so most of us are only concerned with Scopus and Web of Science. That is all the dream of all the lecturers or academics. So, if you look at the data for the data now, my journal, there is about 1,056 journals. Cannot compare with Indonesian, they have 10 times the population of Malaysia. So, we only have 1,000, they can have many. And from that on, from the criteria set by my site, there's only 383. And when we go to the ASEAN Citation Index, 152, but Scopus, we have 106, and then the Expanded Science Citation Index, 65, and the WOS, Web of Science, we have 13. But can you imagine, we see that 63.7% of Malaysian scholarly journals is not even listed in my site, not listed. So this is where we have to do something to improve the situation. So if we look at you asked me to talk about the past 10 years, so this is what we see. Maybe there is a threefold from about 100 over to more than 383 journals that we see the expanding of journals, and we also see this is the number of journals, and this is the one which has been in the my site, my journal and my site. So when we look at the Scopus, I don't have the previous data, but from 2017 we have about 82, and it has increased to about 101 in 2020, but we have more for 2024. And also for the Web of Science, it was stable from 2017 to 2013. And suddenly, wow, it goes up to 78. You know why? Because Web of Science have incorporated the ESCI. But is that correct? The expanded source citation index, right? They have incorporated that, so suddenly it shot up to 78. So this is the general comparison between my journal, the green peaks, then you have the my site, and of course the WOS is very small, but sorry. Very bad, difficult to handle. Okay, this is the what I said, now we have jumped to 78. So this is the general scenario for all the indexes that I have mentioned. So let us look at the performance of our Malaysia's scholarly output. So if you look, most of the journals are from universities. So you can see the whole list of universities. Maybe a little from the government agencies, some NGOs, so maximum is from the universities. And so we have about 241,914 number of scholarly output by the Malaysian Institute. And from that, there are citations, more than 2 billion citations from all this output. But what is interesting is the field-weighted citation index. So we are fortunate that we have passed the average of the field-weighted citation index, because the average is 1. So we have go up above 1, so 1.14. And so Malaysia contribute 26.26% of ASEAN scholarly output and 1.09% of the world's scholarly output. Well, you must say there are so many countries in the world, maybe more than 200. So difficult to compete with every country. And we do collaborate with many countries, especially we have students, sometimes lecturers go out and attach to some labs elsewhere. Now we started to have a lot of postgrad students. So we can see that our international collaboration has also increased. And we have looked at our collaboration with, say, all these countries, Indonesia, and then, but you look at here, we have all this, worldwide is about 217 countries, but we collaborate from 56 from Africa, Asia Pacific, Europe, Middle East. So when we look at, this is the output that we have with all the collaboration that we do. However, if you look at the field-weighted index, it's not necessary you have a lot of paper, you have a good field-weighted citation index. So even though Indonesia and we collaborate a lot, it's not a very high field-weighted index. So it's collaboration with, cannot see, I think this is Iran, and then this is Taiwan. So this gives very good index, which means a higher quality. Yeah. So these are also contributing our quality for Malaysia. So we have many challenges, as Dr. Subramania mentioned just now. It's similar, everybody is similar. For our local journals, we have more challenges. No doubt papers are increasing, because in Malaysia, universities make it compulsory. If you want to get a master's degree, you must at least publish one paper. If you want to have for a PhD, you must have at least 2 papers. So these are the ones that make it increase, because our universities are also increasing. The problem is with the local journals, for promotion to be a professor, for promotion's sake, you have to have Q1 paper, yeah? Q1 paper to show that you're a quality professor. Therefore, all these quality papers will go to the international journal, not our local journal, which is struggling to become more qualified. So we have the need to process submission as the faster pace, and peer review is very difficult. Sometimes you send for 1 month, 2 months, they don't answer. So sometimes we give a limit. After a month, we better find another referee. Even though we pay for the review, maybe we give them peanuts, they don't want to review papers. Yeah? But we do give them 100 ringgit for one paper, if you can review. So it's very slow to get the reviewers. And we need to increase the diversity of submissions. Increase competition with other journals. I must say that we have already established a committee for Malaysian Association of Scientific Editors, but it is so difficult for us to get membership, because most editors in Malaysia look up to the Malaysian Citation Center, because they have the money to provide training, because it is under the Ministry of Education, Higher Education. They have funds for the training and all that. Of course, the scientific editors don't see a need for them to be in our association, but we're trying and trying. But we are shaken by a bad news early this year. Unlike Indonesia, which gives so much stress so much encouragement to their editors, like supporting them to come to this sort of training, the Ministry of Higher Education dissolved the Malaysian Citation Center at the beginning of 2024. And now I think we will have to, this is the way we can strengthen our association. Maybe we will have to pressure the government themselves to come back, to bring back the Malaysian Citation Center, because it has been doing a good job, They have been doing raising and doing training. I think Asvaya have come a few times. Clarivet also have come a few times to give training to the Malaysian editors. So this is our real task at the moment. And these are the top with the impact factor. These are some of the journals of high impact factor, and we will be looking for very basic things to encourage journals to have index, to be indexed, because as you see just now, more than 60% are not even indexed. So we must try to find the basic things that they should do before they can improve their journals, like whether they have a website, check their editorial board and advise them, and then they have to be regularly published. Yeah? So all these issues, which is, I think the previous speakers have spoken about it. Okay, that's all I can say. Thank you very much.